As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cook, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On play action, they'll throw. And this one too low.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans 7, Vikings nothing.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They start the drive with Cook. Rocky Sin there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
14, Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jalen Waddle, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
21. Vikings, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes...
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 45. First down there on a pickup of 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. Oh, what a move. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Texans.
Jalen Waddle
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back to the ground. This time, Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Tackled by the quarterback, Derek Stingley.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on a field goal there.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mayfield. And he'll find Pittman.
Touchdown, Vikings! Michael Pittman, 52 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They try again with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
T.J. Hockenson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw here.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. It's an He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle.
Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw here.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Those are are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Right back to him on first down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain for the lead. Here's third and goal.
Now back to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. They find some open field here.
109 yards rushing for him as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches and have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out there, have a big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustment usually is? Just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Minnesota, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Houston, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.